Hello students, today you are going to be doing an activity where you are going to be sorting data. Here I have the spreadsheet that is open called Student Information Data Sort. You've got your instructions underneath. So on the task tab that I have here, or the page that I have open, I read the instructions. So read these instructions, then click on the blue activity tab in the base of the spreadsheet. So I can see there's the activity tab here. But it tells me here that I need to read instructions first. So analyze the data. Read the information about each student on the next worksheet. Decide where the data belongs in the table provided. Organize the data. Click to select each of the data cells. Okay, so remember, a cell is just one of these little boxes here. For example, this is E9, that's a cell. So click to select each of the data cells. So it means it's going to have data or information inside one of those cells. Copy and paste the information into the correct column in the table provided. Can you remember what a column is? Are columns up the top here running vertically, or are columns the ones running across here? If you said columns are the letters up the top here running up and down vertically, you are correct. These ones running across are rows. So if I'm copying and pasting the information into the correct column, it means I need to make sure that I'm placing it under the right heading. Then you will format the data types. I'll do another video to show you how to do this part. Let's have a look at the activity. Here you can see I've got student information data sort up the top here. Okay, so I've got pictures of students here. It's given me information about each student. Okay, and I've also got a table underneath here. And it's already set up for me. I've got date ordered, surname, first name, number of books, and amount owing. Okay, so I need to sort the data from here into the table. As you can see, they've already done that for the first person here. So Charlotte, student Charlotte Lewis, ordered 4 books on the 19th of August 2016. She owes $35.95 for her book order. Okay, so we have got the number of books, we've got our data that we're going to be pasting in. We've got 4, Lewis, 19th of August, and $35.95. So you are copying and pasting that into each text. A couple of ways you can copy and paste. You can right click and copy, or on your keyboard you can press Control C. So Control C. Your teacher can show you a little bit more about how to do that. All right, have fun copying and pasting the data into the table, and I'll show you what to do next. Hello and welcome back. Hopefully your table is looking a lot like mine. I've copied and pasted the information from each student, the 3 students that hadn't been included, and put it into the table. Now I've added this to the spreadsheet and hopefully you saw that. So using the keys on my keyboard, Control and C, holding them down at the same time, and Control and V to paste. Hopefully that has helped you, or you can use your mouse to do that as well. Now over here I can see that Charlotte's information up the top looks a little bit different to my information that I've just copied and pasted. Over here we can see that the date is written in long format, whereas the copied and pasted date is a little bit shorter than that. Over here we've got amount owing, and I can see that there's a $sign in front of Charlotte's information, but the other ones don't have that $sign in because I've just copied and pasted it. Now I could type in the $sign, or I'm going to show you how I can get Excel to automatically format my cells and columns for me. If I come back to the task tab here, I can see here's my instructions. So format the data types, okay? So hint, use the drop down menu in the number group. Okay, so looking for the number group. Number 1, highlight the dates in the date ordered column and change the format to long date. So let's do that now. So here we have our date ordered column. So that's all of this here. So I'm going to highlight them all. I'm going to come up here. Now see how it says number? Okay, so I'm looking in this area here that's going to help me. You can already start to see a few little symbols here that can help. But I'm going to use this drop down. Now there's 2 different ways to display the date. I could do short date, or I could do long date, which is what the instructions want me to do. And there you go. It's automatically formatted all my dates. Now, let's go back to the task. It said, number 2, highlight the amounts of money owing column and change the format to currency. So I'm going to come back here. Now I've noticed here I've got these little kind of triangle things up in the corner. Okay, let's see what happens when I try and change all this to currency. So I'm going to highlight. Now I could cheat and just click on this and it should change everything to currency, but it hasn't quite worked. Or I can come here and change it to currency. But for some reason these ones haven't quite worked. Sometimes you need to have a little bit of a play to figure out why. So I've clicked on the cell and I can see that there's kind of a alert button here. Okay, so it said number stored as text. I don't want it text, I want it to be a number. So I'm going to convert each of these to number instead. Okay, so you might need to do the same. Now let me see if I can highlight and change to currency again. And there you go, I've got my currency symbols. Now, we've only got a small table, but this is a lot better to know how to use this data formatting up here so that when you do lots of data in a table, it will make life a lot easier. There's also a step 3 where it says to highlight the numbers in the number of books column and change the format to number. I wonder if you can figure out how to do that. So changing all those, even though they are already numbers, but it's a good idea to practice. Coming up here and making sure that you change that to number. At the moment it's set on general, so you would then need to change it to number. All right. I hope you have fun playing with that formatting. Okay, I hope you've had fun playing with the different formats. Last thing on our task is to practice sorting our data. So this is really helpful when you want to find out and target certain information in your table that you've gathered. Okay, so sort the data. Use the arrows next to the column headings to sort the information in the table. So keywords here, use the arrows next to the column headings. So that's what I'm looking for. Example sorts. Sort by number of books ordered. Sort alphabetically by student surname. Sort by money owing. Okay, so I'm going to click back on the activity. As you can see, it said the arrow next to the heading. So what I can do is I can click on this down arrow, and what I can do is I can sort to, well, who has got the oldest date, and it's sorted my information from oldest date to earliest date, okay? Or it looks like it's gone earliest date, sorry, to the older date, okay? Let me have a look here. I might sort by surname. So I might go in alphabetical order. So I want all the names to be from A to Z. Another good thing is, let's see, I only want to see people that owe 6 books. Oh, there's only one person here that owes 6 books, okay? If I want to see it all again, I can select all and click OK. Let's say I want to sort it based on who owes the least to the greatest amount of money. Okay, here we have, so we know that Owen owes the least amount of money, and then it goes on to Amira, who owes a lot more. Okay, so have a little bit of fun using those drop down arrows to sort through your information. Okay, and that will be the end of your task.